Hello, Tim.
Hello, Matt.
Welcome to. Is this your first Machina?
Yeah, this is my first Machina. It's absolutely wonderful.
Welcome.
I actually grew up near here. Grew up in Cheltenham, an hour away. So this is kind of my stomping ground.
Yeah. And you're here showing off Finalist, which we're going to have a look at.
Yes.
But you've also obviously been very busy over the past couple of years. Really, you've got a couple of things out, pattern shift and stuff. Can you just remind us what these are? Yeah,
so kind of in order of appearance, Scape Shift appeared in November last year. That was my kind of like post-apocalypse recovery project. It's a generative composing tool. The thing it does, the cool thing is all based around parametric sequencing. So all the sequencers can be adjusted with knobs, which means that you can create patterns that you can continuously morph from one to another. It's super fun, and and I built a few kind of spin-off products around it. The next thing I built after that was actually my daughter's Christmas present. I've got twin daughters. They were just about to be 2 when I made them this. This is like a sort of generative kids toy mapped to an Akai APC. This is more of a kind of perk for my Patreon backers. And then, I think it was March this year, I launched this, which is Pattern Shift. Basically, I took the Scape Shift generative engine and built a brand new interface around Ableton Push 2. And my friend Nicholas, who's actually here somewhere, is wandered off now, built this amazing app that takes this bit of UI from Reactor, copies it onto the push screen.
There. It's lovely.
It's absolutely lovely.
It's so useful as well, having that visual feedback, I think, for anybody. You know, those things are, particularly if you're playing live, for example, see what's going on. So
I'm actually I'm debuting a new live show tonight over in the live arena. 6:30 tonight. I'll be playing with Pattern Shift and a modified version of Pattern Shift. Using this generative engine. But I've got another controller that sits over there in this imaginary space, which has all the kind of mashup glitchy effects from my old Flow machine. And there's a whole visual reel with it as well. So I'm quite excited.
Fantastic.
It's the best part of a decade since I've actually done a proper show. So I'm really excited about.
We're all excited too, man. We're going to come over and see you and check that out as well.
Excellent.
But today,
Finalist.
Finalist. This is
what I wanted to do is make mixing and mastering fast, fun, and intuitive. There are lots of amazing tools that bajillions of fantastic plugins that pull you into these very deep and complex and ornate processes for mixing things. And then on the other side, you've got these AI tools these sort of mystical things that you spend credits on, upload to the cloud, and then they give you a mix. And I want to do something in between, which uses some of the techniques that these kind of AI tools use, which is analyzing audio. But then rather than just going like, and here is your mix, this gives you a bunch of things that you can tweak in a fun way, like the OP1 of mixing sort of vibe. Okay. So here are some stems. This is my mate Josh's track, Taking a Pop at Billionaires, which is what we love to do.
We drag and drop in the audio files.
Drag and drop the audio files.
So are these stems from a track? This isn't just a stereo you've just uploaded there.
These are stems from a track.
Right.
So the first thing I do, it shows me all the stems. I just mouse over all the stems to categorize them. That one's bass. That one's drums, I can hear. There's backing. This is a shaker, some more drums, and the lead.
Yeah.
Hit done. Does a bit of audio analysis. It's picking out like a few hundred data points about the audio.
Wow.
Then dumps you into the mix page where it starts playing your unmixed track back. So this is what it sounds unmixed, and then I just hit start, and here I get the mixed version.
Wow.
And I've got a bunch of different presets. So the way Finalist works is that it's got the analysis data, and then it's got all the mixing engine that I built, all the DSP, and then in between you've got this kind of preset engine that is basically saying, if the audio is like this, try and make it like that. And these are lots of different presets for different types of material. Essential is a kind of broad range of presets. Hype is more kind of, banging. That's more for kind of dancey EDM kind of stuff. All the way through to these soft presets that are much more gentle if you're making kind of ambient music.
Okay.
And so the idea is that if you're literally making your first bit of music, you've opened GarageBand and you've recorded 8 tracks, then you can dump it into Finalist and have a go at mixing. It's very intuitive. You've got these for each group. You can change the amount of processing up and down. You can adjust the gain. And you've got this special cleanup algorithm which is good at kind of removing frequency conflicts between the different groups.
Very nice.
And then you've just got like a mastering preset basically, and you can just change the amount of
and
that.
We've got LUFS output as well, so if you want to get that ready for a mastering engineer, for streaming or wherever you want to go,
Yeah, and there's actually, there's lots of really, I had a ton of fun building this mix engine, because if you do everything in the box, there's a bunch of cool stuff that you can't do with like separate plugins in the DAW.
Right.
One of them is that if this kind of like output limiter here, once it gets over 3 dB, it actually activates a matrix of about 25 different limiters all over the signal chain, and it's actually doing like little bits of limiting, so you can get quite a loud hot signal out of Finalist. And there's a bunch of other things. Like another thing it does is it outputs multiple outputs. So each of these groups, so obviously it outputs the master. But you get separate outputs for all of these groups, and these outputs sum to exactly the same as the master. So basically it's kind of back propagating what the master chain, we're getting into nerdy zone here, but I had a lot of fun. You can get a decent mix out of this very, very quickly. What's the
aux that we can see there?
Yeah, so you can, if you decide that you want a bit more separation, you've got a few more elements that you want to treat slightly differently.
Yeah.
You can enable the aux, and then you can say, let's enable it as a backing. So do that, then reanalyze. Oh, hang on, sorry, I meant to. You have to then assign it. I didn't assign it. So we've got 2 backings. Well, actually, we'll tell you what. I'll put that as an aux.
Okay.
So then it just gives me a 5th channel that I can treat that differently with.
Oh, okay.
And it just inherits from. It just treats it as a backing. But so this leads me on to another kind of like just under the surface cheat code, which actually makes it super powerful. Is so let's say I'll solo the lead. Let's say I can flip through all these different presets. Tell you what, oh yeah, okay, I like raw, how raw sounds. I hit lead and it locks lead to raw.
Oh, nice.
And then I can flip through all the other presets, say drums, let's say I really like bang, because bang really amps up the drums, lock the drums to that, etc.
Wicked. So you can have a different kind of vibe per stem.
And also for cleanup and master as well. So you can use like a really, say a master from like Hog. Hog is ridiculous. I mean, no one would ever really use, in their right mind would use Hog, because it really, like there's a lot of tape saturation emulation going on in the mix engine, like various different nodes of tape saturation. Hog dials it up to like 11. So yeah,
you could have that on the master, and then lead could be Scorch or whatever.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That's really cool, because I have used. I see. So Halo on the back end.
Yeah.
Really nice. Because I've used these kind of online mastering mix things before, and they kind of chuck something out, and then you can go, yeah, it's all right, and then they have another go, and here I can see what you've done. I see what you mean. You sort of sit in the middle of it all and go, well, I like what you've done, but I want to finesse it, I want to tweak it.
Yeah. and it's working in real time. I think that's what I find exciting about this is that, okay, it does a clever thing that the mastering tools do, but it says okay, I got you to this starting point. Now here's a bunch of dials that you can mash, and you get real time feedback from it.
I suppose also you could use this as a creative tool if you want to, and just put anything into it and mash up drum loops and stuff, and use it in that way, I suppose.
There are some effects presets here. I mean, these ones are super wild. I mean, they're like specifically designed to be absolutely ridiculous. So I mean, they're more of a kind of demonstration of what happens if you just go absolutely wild, hog wild with the mix engine.
Fantastic. So, is this out? Is it available?
So this is going to be out. I think like mid-October, basically. I've got a date I'm working to. I don't want to curse it by saying the actual date, but there's a few things. I need to make all the content. I need to get it up in the shop, but it's a Reactor player instrument, so you don't have to own Reactor. It's been encoded by Native Instruments. That process is complete. I've got the serial numbers. It's ready to go on sale. You can actually pre-order it now, so like full price, £99. It's on. You can still pre-order it now for $79. And I think like in the week of launch, I'll do 10% off, $89 or something like that. So, yeah.
Fantastic.
You can pre-grab it now, save a bit of money, or wait till it launches.
Wicked. Yeah, I'm going to grab this. It's a no-brainer. Mate, Tim, your talents fail to. Well, you're just constantly churning out great stuff. So it's fantastic to see you doing this again.
It's great to be back.
Yeah, this is great, mate. You should be really proud of this. I know how much work goes into stuff like this. So. Yeah, well done. Can't wait to have a play with it. Great to see you here.
Great to see you. Thank you.
Thanks, mate.